You're watching Sipping Off the Cuff on TequilaAficionado.com, also part of Tequila Aficionado Media. I'm Alex Perez in Southern California.
I am Mike Morales here in San Antonio, Tejas, and I am going to pour myself a little
Down
Don
south.
Don Saul, Don
Down
Saul,
south. Try the
the
Reposado.
Reposado. Yeah, and
Really light Reposado, too.
yeah, it's well, according to the flavor notes, Alex, that they sent to us, the information, the POS that we got here. Uh, Reposado is rested in it's a level of aging given to quality tequilas that rest for at least 2 months, but less than a year in oak barrels. Excellent for sipping or in mixed drinks. And that's all they're telling us. I love their POS though. The stuff. I don't know who writes this stuff. Made for 100% blue agave. This tequila is for the true tequila connoisseur who appreciates the distinctive flavor of pure agave imbued with the soft and balanced richness of the smoked white oak barrels. Has a light, smooth, peppery flavor and a pale straw color. Finishes very clean with an elegant agave character.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
Now, they have a gold. They have a young, a plata, and a Reposado. Do you know that?
Uh, no, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't really go in depth. Although it is, I believe it's pictured here in the POS that we were sent from the La Carreta restaurants. The very nice presentation. I guess they're being featured throughout all La Carretas in Louisiana. It was interesting where I got contacted from these folks in Louisiana. I think Louisiana's educating itself and becoming, as you said earlier, Alex, tequila centric. So this is the Reposado. It's real pale straw color.
Yeah, really light.
It didn't. It hasn't acquired a lot of wood. You know.
It's an acquired woody.
Well, I mean,
Woody color to it.
you know, the color. It didn't spend a lot of time touching a lot of wood. Let's put it that way. I'll have to say, Alex, it's got some nice legs and tiers, though. It really sheets out nicely, very nicely. It's very attractive in the glass.
Now, the nose, very similar to their Blanco. Even though on this nose, I can get some of the wood notes.
Well, I'm getting a lot of alcohol too, and
Yeah, it is a lot of alcohol.
I'm not exactly sure why that is because my bottles have been opened. I know sometimes when you pop open a fresh bottle, you get a lot of that alcohol.
Mine's fresh, and mine's it's the first time I've opened them.
But mine's been opened, you know, and it's not like everything's been sitting at room temp. You know, we try. I don't know about Alex. Well, Alex doesn't try anything until we're on camera. But for me, because this is Texas, and a lot of times they get off the truck, you know, and it's hot because our summer here in San Antonio has been brutal. I don't sip anything until it's been sitting, you know, at room temp for at least a day.
Ooh,
I'm
hot.
getting heavy alcohol in the nose.
Yeah, heavy alcohol. That's a hot one. Now, this I like better than the Blanco.
There's some sort of, Alex, and we've had this before. We've discussed it before in our sipping off the cuffs when we realize that the tequila we're having is made with a diffuser, as Don Saul is. The distillery does have a diffuser, and I think we've discerned that this tequila is being made with that diffuser. There's a certain flavor profile that is similar from one distillery with a diffuser to the other.
The diffuser profile.
Well, it's a diffuser profile.
Yeah.
You know, for lack of a better term, I know that there are people that we know in this business that have had plenty more tequilas, maybe even than you and I have, and they can pick them out blind right away, and they'll go, "That's a diffuser tequila." And it's like, I haven't had that many to be able to, but it doesn't. But I'm beginning to realize it doesn't take a whole lot to figure out what the flavor profile is, because it's a cookie cutter profile.
Right.
I think it lent itself very well to aging. I'm getting a lot of the aging notes, the caramel, maybe some sweetness on the nose once you get past the alcohol, the initial alcohol
Right.
attack. The finish is like you said in the plata. It's the prize, because it's got a nice warm fuzzy on the way down. It's medium to long. You said it was peppery.
Yeah, it's spicy. Now this is much more palatable than the Blanco.
I think it has much more character. But there's
Sure.
a
The wood definitely brings, and again, if you wonder if you put it side by side, same distillery, diffuser versus, an
yeah.
up, it'd be amazing to see what those two would taste like.
Um,
Head.
yeah, I don't know why, Alex, but I'm sensing like a brief aftertaste. It's kind of sweet and it disappears. But it's like an aftertaste. It's almost like an afterthought, not a it wasn't done on purpose, in other words. It's almost like part of the process as opposed to part of the flavor profile. Do I make any sense at all? Does that make any
Sure.
sense?
Just a little peek, probably of a little peek of probably what it could have been.
Wow. Wow. No, that's a great way of putting it. If and really, folks, the only way to be able to discern and judge this is to try it for yourself, and to try enough of these and spend time with it. As Alex said before, I want to spend time with it. He said it many times. I've said it many times. Spend time with it. In fact, if you any tequila that's been aged, I don't even wash my glass right away. If it's a new brand that we haven't had before, I'll let it sit overnight, and then I'll pick it up in the morning and see if there's something else that I can pick out, that I may have missed, because I'm not as, I say that my palate's not as practiced as yours, because you grew up in this industry. I'm still learning.
No, we're both students, but you're right. It's interesting to pick up the glass the next day and still get those notes in the glass. And usually it's a very good quality tequila
Yeah.
because it's
I've done it. I've done it with many tequilas where there was just something I didn't get, and and the next day it's like, oh, that's what it was. It could be honey, it could be more caramel, it could be, dried raisins, it could be plums, it could be something that I just couldn't pick out. And I gotta say though, Alex, this one has a lot more character than the Blanco, than
it
the
does.
Plata.
It does. Like I said, it's a little bit. It is better than the Blanco.
I think if you're gonna do anything with this tequila, I would say mix the plata, but this one is almost sippable.
I think it's aged in white oak.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
white
that's
oak
what it
barrel.
says in white oak barrels.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks to that wood, it did bring out the character,
It gave it something because
and
if
that
you
wasn't stripped out.
right again, if you're not unfamiliar with what a diffuser is and what it looks like, you can find our article on Tequila Aficionado. It's under craft tequila. WTF does that mean? That's my title. Excuse me.
What is it good for? That
Yeah.
should be the title.
What is it good for?
Ugh, diffuser. What
And
is it good for?
yeah, it gives you, we interview a distillery owner who has a diffuser. It's simply another style of tequila.
Yeah,
So
and this actually the aging process has really saved the Reposado
I
because
think so
obviously
too.
it's already been distilled. Now you're putting it in a barrel. The barrel obviously has made it better. So
Yeah, if you're going to go out and try this, I would say go after the Reposado first.
yeah,
If for research purposes, grab the Blanco, the Plata, and see what you think. I mean, You might like it. I think it's a great gateway tequila. It's just not for me.
Take the Tequila Aficionado challenge.
Yeah, and then let us know
Taste
what you
challenge.
think.
Yeah,
Because this is where it's going. A lot of the diffuser is a faster process, and obviously it's obvious to me that the Chinese market and the overseas market, the export market, is very very attractive to distilleries, and after all, they're in it to make some money. Once they make your tequila, they're done with you, and they got to make money.
right.
And I don't blame them. If it's a way to line your coffers so that you can continue to create the more traditional style of tequilas, that's great. If you're just in it to make the money, that's fine too. I'm not gonna. We're all for capitalism, but for our purposes, great gateway. I don't know exactly what the price points are, Alex, but I would venture to say that they're not very expensive and very affordable. So you know, go after it.
Try it.
Try it. There's obviously a chain of restaurants in Louisiana that thinks it's very valid. Go check out La Carreta. I think it's probably very cocktail forward. But that's my take on it, and that's our take on it on Tequila Aficionado. I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio.
And I'm Alex Perez. You're watching Sipping Off the Cuff on tequilaaficionado.com. Thanks for watching. And as always, sip wisely.